Hello everyone, welcome to my reflection blog for ETC 447. I would like to start by sharing my philosophy of education with all of you. At the beginning of this class, we were asked to share what we thought was important as future educators. As a future educator, it is important for me to help create a structured and safe environment. I want students to feel comfortable expressing themselves, but also know there are consequences for negative behavior. I also want to develop as many meaningful learning experiences as I can to encourage higher levels of thinking and absorption of the materials. Incorporating the ISTE Standards for educators will help me achieve these goals. The remainder of this video will explain the standards and how I will be implementing them in my classroom. Learners explore proven practices to improve student learning. They are always looking for ways to improve and educate themselves. This includes setting goals to explore and apply approaches made possible by technology, actively participating in local and global learning networks, and staying current with research that supports student learning outcomes. After my schooling is finished and I become a teacher, I plan to take as many classes, online and in person, as I can to keep educating myself in order to improve learning experiences for my students. Leaders are always seeking opportunities for leadership to improve a variety of practices, not only for themselves, but for students and colleagues as well. They work collaboratively with other educational stakeholders to push for more learning opportunities with technology, fight for equitable access to technology to meet the diverse needs of all students, and model for their colleagues how to use new digital tools for learning. In the future, I will continue to learn about the newest resources available to benefit my students in their learning and my fellow teachers in their instruction. As teachers, it is important to inspire students to act responsibly while using technology. It is their job to teach students to positively contribute socially, create a learning environment that promotes curiosity of online resources, digital literacy and media fluency, and mentor students in safe, legal, and ethical practices. In my classroom, this will be taught the first day of school as well as continuously throughout the year. Each time students use technology resources, they will be reminded of these standards. When I am instructing using digital resources, I will also model for them how to be a respected digital citizen. The more we model, the more we mold. Collaborators work with both students and peers to improve and discover resources. They work with their colleagues to create unique learning experiences, with students to discover new digital resources, use collaborative tools to expand students' real-world experiences, and demonstrate cultural competency when communicating. I will demonstrate this standard in the future by working with other grade-level teachers to develop a plan to virtually meet with other students around the country to focus on cultural exchange and effective communication. Teachers constantly work to design lessons that vary and differentiate instruction for all student abilities. They use technology to create personalized learning experiences, design learning activities that align with standards, create meaningful learning opportunities, and look for ways to develop supportive digital learning environments. As a teacher, I will design lessons that not only incorporate instruction, discussion, and worksheets, but also involve collaboration with peers and digital resources to encourage learning at all levels. Educators also make it a point to support student achievement through technology. They create an environment where students can take ownership of their goals, help manage the use of technology and student learning strategies and digital resources, create learning opportunities to use different design processes, and model creativity and expression to help communicate ideas. It is important to me as a teacher to encourage growth, creativity, and ownership. I will provide my future students with as many activities that I can to encourage the development of these areas. Another important standard that can't be forgotten is in the area of analysis. Educators are constantly using their data to drive their instruction and support student goals. They provide alternative ways for students to show their competency and reflect on their learning using technology. They design and implement an assortment of ways to assess students and provide feedback using digital sources, and use their assessment data to communicate with students and their parents. This will be an important standard for me as a teacher. I will make it a personal goal of mine to be continuously assessing my instruction, providing productive feedback for students, and communicating the growth or digression of students with their parents using email or communication apps like Remind to keep them up to date on their children. Learning the ISTE standards has given me a new perspective on how I will develop lessons and activities in my classroom. We live in a technological world that is constantly evolving. It is my hope that I will continue to learn and grow so that I am able to teach future generations how to be productive, creative, ethical, and proud of their work using a variety of digital resources. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my journey as a future educator.